What up, YouTube? What up? What up? What up? What up? We got a wife discovers predator hunter husband sick crime. Let's get into it.
Make pedophiles afraid again.
Everybody in the chat
And
say,
so
"Hey,
that's what we're
YouTube."
talking about, things that we've done to where they shouldn't have done.
Developing, in certain areas. And
So one thing I want to note on is how close sex offenders live to schools around here.
oh god, I'm such a rotten second. I'm so sorry.
In Aberdeen, Washington, a
What?
city councilman known for his tough-on-crime stance and commitment to ridding the streets of dangerous criminals shocks the public when he's accused of committing an unthinkable and heinous crime.
So Riley's
Shaking my head.
The following footage has never been seen before. Please note that this report is based on police records, and all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. 39-year-old Riley Carter began his campaign for city council in early 2023, promising an aggressive approach to cleaning up the city of Aberdeen. In January of 2024, he began serving as an elected official. However, on July 30th, 2024, a jaw-dropping accusation by his stepdaughter sends police on a search to arrest him, sending
Stepdaughter?
shockwaves through
Nah.
the community.
And just so you're aware, everything we have is audio video programs, fancy body cameras, yeah.
After police locate him walking alone down a residential street, he's led in handcuffs into a small interrogation room by a detective who's determined to find out if there's any truth to the horrifying claims. Shockingly, it was his own wife, Maya, who initially confronted him about the disturbing truth his stepdaughter revealed.
I started freaking out on him, like, how could you, what was wrong with you, kind of a thing. And he was just really calm and said, no, I didn't do this. And I hung up, and then he just took off. I guess he just left.
Did he say anything to you about it?
He just said that he didn't do it. He swears up and down he didn't do it.
Due to his status as a city councilman, the Aberdeen Police Department requested the investigation to be handled by the Grays Harbor Sheriff's Office in an effort to avoid a conflict of interest. After reading his Miranda rights, the interrogation begins, but Riley has yet to realize the source of the allegations.
He don't know what he in there
Explains he had
for.
a typical morning, but everything changed when Maya arrived home.
And I heard the front door open and shut. So I come out and I have this she got by the hand and then she's walking out the door and that's what's going on.
When Maya left with no response, he called her cell phone for an explanation. She accused him of committing an unthinkable act and hung up the phone. However, as Maya explains, their conversation continued over Facebook Messenger. When she realized she had no tangible evidence of his crimes, she decided to take a risk.
And I bluffed and said, I have you on camera, just seeing if that would incite anything out of him, and he just stopped responding to me at that point.
As Riley explains, Maya's anger over the situation was visceral, and he was left with a chilling command.
I go down to the basement and she told me, so I did set up the rope. I thought about it. I really did. Because I'm done, man. I'm done. I am done. I'm maxed out. I am maxed out. Everything that we have gone through in life, everything, and now this. And it doesn't matter because being on city council, everybody knows now, that's over now. We were right there, man. Everybody was amped up. We were going to change some things in Aberdeen, and now that's gone. It's gone. It's all gone.
June 24th,
Nigga,
just
you
1
fucked
month
up.
prior, Riley posted a video
Like
to
what?
his Facebook page in an attempt to shed a light on criminal activity in his neighborhood. These videos will have an eerie relevance later when the exact allegations are revealed.
Buddy, how are you? We're out driving around, got the babies asleep. Just one of those days, I guess. Anyways, I thought it'd be a good idea, maybe take you guys along with me, and we'll go drive around downtown, and we'll just go look at things, and maybe I can talk about things, that I'd like to see different, or things to be improved on, or whatever it may be. But, just gonna keep it fun, keep it relaxed, and be myself. Alright, here we go. So one thing I want to note on is how close sex offenders live to schools around here. how close they are to bus stops, how easy it is for them to just have instant access to anyone or anybody's kids here. You know,
Shit, wicked.
sorry, I had to hit my brakes there because looked like a tweaker came shooting out of the alley and almost got in front of my car. Which
He lying.
that really needs to be addressed.
Nigga know how to drive.
So I know
Nigga almost back. Try to blame it on the homeless person. Like, look at the road. Like, look at the background. It don't look like a nigga about to just pop out the alley.
my baby girls with me.
Like, what?
So
He
I'm
chat.
not gonna take them down there just because people know who I am around here. And the last thing I would want is a rock to fly through my window and hit my daughters because the way this state works, I could see me going to prison because somebody hit my daughter with a rock and I beat that person to death. I mean, that's just, come on. Wouldn't you do that for your own kids?
Despite his apparent determination to do whatever
What?
it takes to protect his children, as it turns out, Riley's shocking secret was revealed by his own 11-year-old stepdaughter. His name has
Nah.
been redacted from the interview to protect her identity.
So, Bateman's more made the initially. She told her counselor today that they were talking about something different and broke down crying. And said she didn't want to talk about it.
In a recorded interview with his stepdaughter's therapist, she explains what happened earlier this morning, when it quickly became clear that something was horribly wrong.
So we had an appointment at 2 o'clock, and she'd been displaying some behaviors and had reported 2 weeks prior that was mean to her. So we were going to talk more about it today. She said she didn't want to talk about it. She didn't want to say it out loud.
In an effort to help the child, she suggested writing it down. However, the disturbing words she wrote on the page left the counselor in shock.
When she wrote that down, like, can you tell me
Yes.
like how, like, what her emotions looked like and how she was acting?
So before she wrote it down, when she said she didn't want to say it out loud, she started just staring down at the ground. She was like stone cold. You could tell she was checking out, and she was kind of fidgeting her hands. And I've been her therapist for probably a little bit over 2 years, and she's never acted like that.
So that was out of the norm?
That is completely out of the norm. Her facial expression looked as if she was scared, like fear, and then she wrote it down, and then she kind of had this look of, oh no, or I'm in trouble, or something.
The haunting words written by the child will later be revealed. For now, in an attempt to understand her claims, investigators begin to dig into their familial relationship.
So can you talk about what your relationship is with and how long you've been in her life? And
Nah, this is really sick. This nigga's sick. Ain't he talking about he was trying to help, like, talking about this bad offenders around schools and shit. Nigga, look what you did. Like, what the fuck?
and so your
Type of shit he on.
was that a hard role to step into with her being that young, or
Yes and no. I always kept in the back of my head that there's going to be a time when she gets to know her real dad, and so that's a line that needs to be respected, and that's not me to try to take that place. Just stay available, you know. That's about the best I can do.
okay? What, like, how close would you guys be as far as being her? You guys
I always thought
distant?
we were like close, not like super close, because like I'd say she felt comfortable to always like throw fits in front of me, you know, ask for like things for birthday or Christmas, or complain, or you know, tell me about her favorite color or food or something.
What kind of activities would you guys do together?
Oh, I would say much aside from watching TV. Yeah, that's about it. In the living room, yeah.
Okay. And then do you guys have 2 other kids between you? Or
Yes, we had 2, and then our son that passed away.
Okay.
Damn.
So, uh, she's 5, and then she's 2.
Okay. And do you feel like you have a similar relationship with all three kids, or do you feel like you're closer with your two biological kids?
It's a different kind of relationship, I'd say, with my stepkids.
Riley's videos reveal a pattern in which he often describes a willingness to do anything to protect his children from local crime. However, the harrowing words of his stepdaughter may suggest that the dangers were much closer to home than anyone realized.
Oh God, I'm such a rotten sack of the two daughters. You know, you never know love until you have a kid. You know what? That's one thing that keeps you going. You never know pain until you hold your own dead kid. I really messing you up, too.
Yet it was the bone-chilling note written by the 11-year-old girl that truly left her therapist in shock and her mother Maya enraged.
So she wrote it down, and what she wrote was, "He touches me and makes me uncomfortable."
In April 2024, just 4 months prior to his arrest, Riley began a crowdfunding campaign to launch a non-profit aimed at catching online predators and deterring them from engaging in harmful acts against children.
Hey, what up, everybody? A little bit of story time. So I live in an incredibly liberal state, Washington, yeah. And every time I wear this hat out in public, you know, people always give me those looks of, ooh, it's a MAGA hat, ooh, it's so bad, he hates everyone, But then they read it, and usually they have a pretty good laugh, you know, in the support of it. Then again, you still do get those people that are offended by it, but, you know, imagine that in a blue state. Ha! You know, ooh, they have rights too. No, they don't. The victim does, but they shouldn't have any, so... Pretty cool hat, make pedophiles afraid again. I love it. So yeah, people always mistake it for a MAGA hat, and it's just great.
His videos seem to express that he would go to any lengths to ensure their safety, becoming a vocal advocate for devoted fathers.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Want to make a quick...
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga weird,
Father's
like...
Day, right? So
This nigga's a weirdo.
a lot of women out there are doing the whole, I'm more man than my man, so them dudes, they don't need no appreciation with this was,
What?
Just stop it.
What?
Here's why. Okay?
He said,
Think that it's an empowering moment.
Nah, he's
Problem
shy.
is, you're trying to take something away from a lot of really, really good dudes out there
He's
that
shy.
are actually really good to their kids, right?
This nigga's weird. I ain't gonna lie, he's weird.
Really hardworking, awesome single moms out there, right? That they pull both roles, and they do deserve that recognition. So if you're not feeling validated, don't take it out on everyone else. Thank you. This message was brought to you by an American that gives it. Have a wonderful day.
Given Riley's outspoken stance against preying on children, the question remains, do these horrifying allegations hold any truth? Fully aware of the chilling details, having spoken to the girl himself, the detective continues his efforts to extract answers from Riley.
I sat in an interview with just a little while ago and watched her basically relive it again when she was having to describe what was happening. I don't know how a 11-year-old girl was strong as this. But she was very descriptive of what was happening. And like I said, like, we're not here to cast judgment, we're not here to label people, and understand that there's things that happen in our lives that cause us to make mistakes. But it's a 11-year-old girl talking about things that were done to her that shouldn't have been done.
He's sick.
She was talking about being told to keep her secret and not tell anybody. And she was talking today about how she couldn't keep it inside anymore and she had to tell somebody. So Riley's the truth of what thing.
Many of Riley's videos even expose the potential dangers lurking on their residential street, captured on their home surveillance system. However, it's a different set of security cameras that may hold the key to unearthing the truth of the unsettling allegations against Riley.
Riley, can you tell me more about the cameras? Yeah. I was trying to understand what the camera situation was. I kept hearing about cameras. So what are they for?
Oh, some in every room, like the kids' rooms. And then she's got them throughout the house, and we put them on the outside of the house for security reasons. And the main reason for it is just, one of the stepkids is autistic, and he'll have like meltdowns or whatever maybe, and then that way she can keep an eye on him.
And when they're in the house, like, are they inside the bedrooms or like in the hallways, or how are they set up in them?
Nah, they got cameras in every room.
In each kid's room, they have a camera like inside the room, and then in the hallway, or like the entryway, there's one on this wall here.
Okay. Do you have access to view those cameras, or is
No.
that?
According to Maya, however, an alarming discrepancy was uncovered when she reviewed the footage.
My daughter told me that he was unplugging all of our cameras that led to her room. I went and I checked the cameras on my phone. In the time frames that she told me he's been unplugging the cameras, there are no footage. And I've noticed that it'd been unplugged or whatever. I thought it was her. The plug to that camera is at the very top, like almost touching the ceiling. So it's not something that she can reach unless she pushes her chair up there, which would be caught on camera if she did that. It looked like this is 7:30 is when the earliest recording is this morning.
That's unusual.
And then I went back and checked all the cameras that are upstairs that face her door, and every single one of them is most days is after 7:30 a.m. is when they all start recording.
Then every other camera's on
Yeah.
around the house.
Yes,
They're not off. Only the ones leading to her room and in her room were off.
correct.
With only the child's claims, the detectives must work to get a confession from Riley himself. The officer urges him to admit to the horrifying act, telling him their only goal is to get to the bottom of the truth. However, Riley hesitates as he grapples with what to do next.
Yes, be a goddamn man, Riley. Be a man who wants an miserable existence. Don't turn back. We're already at this point. We're here. Say it like that. There are things that I didn't do.
As the interrogation continues, the investigator urges Riley to confess. However, getting a straight answer from him will be no easy task.
When you woke up today, this was the last place you expect to do, but it's what we do moving forward.
If you know you did it, like that shit is, that is a sick act. Just confess you did it. Like, if you know you did it, just confess you did it. Like, that's some sick shit.
And all the things that you've been dealing with, the stress. There's ways to get through what happened and to help everybody move on from it, but it starts right here by being truthful, and it starts right now. It's saying that you duh. Because I believe that
It's really hard to accept things for what they are. There's certain things in life we don't recover from. I want to tell you guys, I do. I'm trying.
I got all night, Riley.
You guys got families. That's important. You know, God, this just sucks. So close. So close to accomplishing good things. Doing something great. So close to getting the drugs out of me. So close to getting all the craziness out of the streets. So many people believe in me. And now it's over. It's gone.
As Riley keeps deflecting the subject, providing little to no hints, it appears as though the detective won't rest until the truth is exposed.
She said the last time it happened was this morning. And she talked about how her camera gets unplugged before you come in the room, and she just pretends to sleep. But she said that it wouldn't matter if she was sleeping or awake. It would happen anyway. And so right now we're collecting, she's up at the hospital and collecting DNA samples. And this is an opportunity where I'm offering you a chance to explain what happened, and if a mistake was made, it's time to be truthful and take ownership of the mistake and not let it catch up to you down the road being proven by DNA, because you get touch DNA off things all the time. There's the sweat glands in your fingers contain DNA.
I did go up to her room this morning. I didn't touch it. I did not touch it. I went up there. Let's see. I don't remember if she wanted nuggets or something. So I made some nuggets for the younger one.
Oh, he's
This
lying.
morning, what we talked to say that happened.
He's lying.
And what would cause her to say that this wasn't the only time that it happened, it's happened lots of times.
I don't know.
The disturbing admission finally unveils the truth, though nothing prepares the detectives for the sick and twisted reasoning he'll later give.
Nah, he's sick.
This happened.
Five times maybe.
Nah, he's sick.
Real fast. I don't know. Just a weird impulse tick.
Over how long a period of time?
I'd say a year.
What the
During
fuck?
those 5 times, would you unplug the camera when you went into your bedroom?
No. No. It was she would already have it unplugged. Like she would do it. She would unplug it. I don't know why.
According to the child, however, the cameras were mostly unplugged by Riley himself.
How did it start?
Sorry, I just that I have ADHD pretty severe, so I get that in my mind thinking of the house build and just now me, now I'm here. Now that's all separated. And
What?
I have to accept that. I mean, that's gonna start my new job tomorrow. And I bought the piece of car. And then get the SUV that moves anyway. Now I gotta worry about her, how she's gonna make it, how she's gonna do it.
Nigga, you fucked up.
I'm concerned about
Like,
sleeping at night.
you on some weird shit.
To Riley coming in her bedroom. Doesn't have to worry about that.
Before confronting Riley with the crucial question of why he would harm his own stepdaughter, he
On some
poses a
weird
different
shit.
question. His answer, however, further exposes how little Riley appears to understand the gravity of the situation.
You ever talked to her about it?
No. Yeah. Actually, I apologized to her once, twice.
When it happened, or just randomly?
When it happened,
Tell me about one of the times that you apologized what happened.
I don't know how to explain it. I just told her. What was my exact words to her? It said something along the lines of, "Okay, I'm so sorry. You know, I don't even know what the hell that was about." And I apologized. And about it. She didn't take anything out of it. What the
Was she awake that time when you apologized? Because obviously,
Yeah.
That how the conversation come on.
I just, it was silent and, goodbye to me. There wasn't nothing weird or anything. Then, he just said, "Hey, I did that. I'm really sorry." So I don't know. I don't understand what was that about. And I asked her, "Are you okay?" And she said, "Yeah."
In an exclusive interview obtained only by Iwu,
He's
Maya
sick.
will soon speak out, offering her advice for parents of young children. In the meantime, before facing the inevitable consequences,
Nah, he's sick.
investigators appear determined to find an answer to a crucial question.
The why is the number one question why everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know why. We can't prove why by cell phone records or DNA evidence or video footage. That just proves the who and the what and the how. The why comes from these conversations.
And obviously, huge mistake, huge. The stress in our home has been unreal. I don't want to just give you a bunch of excuses. I should be my own person. You know, I don't want you always get so mad at me. You scream at me to not use certain things as excuses, but you know, that's what's going on. There's so much just on my shoulders at all times, just chewing in my ear constantly. It sucks. It really, really, really sucks. Like I said, it's not even a sexual thing. I don't feel attracted. It's just this weird impulse. I don't know. I don't know. It's so weird. God, this is just a weird conversation. Just developing, you know, in certain areas, and you know, what's wrong with me?
You
With
sick.
Riley's confession,
Like,
along with an unsettling answer
you
to the
sick.
question
That's
of
what's wrong
why
with
he would
you.
have committed such a depraved act, his arrest is imminent. However, the investigator has one final heartbreaking question.
In here, would you have anything to tell her?
Oh, I'm beyond sorry of all the damage this has caused her, her mom, her sisters, her brothers, the community, literally everything and everyone that is let down by this. Sorry to recover it. I deserve whatever's coming my direction. I deserve it. And I hope that she can heal and they'll find what it is that they need in their life to live the absolute best life that they can.
An apology, however, will do little to prevent the consequences that await him, as he's led away in handcuffs and taken to Grays Harbor County Jail. In the meantime, Riley's wife Maya shares red flags she noticed after his arrest and offers advice for parents, hoping to prevent the same terrifying fate from happening to others.
He did not get along with my boys because my boys are on the spectrum and they clashed a lot. They're teenage boys. And so I didn't think anything of that until everything came out. It wasn't a red flag in the moment as it was happening, but then like after this all came out, that's what was actually happening. It's like, oh, crap. Background checks mean nothing. For women that are dating right now, background checks mean nothing because he had nothing. He was squeaky clean, and I had 4 children when I first met him. I didn't really see any red flags at first. Nothing really happened to its severity. I should have been paying attention to it until we bought our house together, and then I was 100% reliant on him. I had quit my job. I helped him get sober so that he can go back and get to work and everything. And no woman should ever put herself out for a man. Just even though you think you love him and you think it won't be him, it probably will be.
After Riley's arrest, Maya explains that the public response to their situation has led her to becoming a target of unexpected scrutiny, with many people questioning why she has cameras in her children's rooms in the first place.
I do have disabled children that require
She got,
severe supervision, and they've been in home care and like all these sorts of different cares, and I was advised by professionals to have these cameras.
39-year-old
I mean, you
Riley
gotta think about
Claremont
it.
Carter was officially charged with multiple counts of first-degree
Yeah,
rape
like
of
they
a
on the
child
spectrum.
and first-degree child molestation.
You feel me?
While in jail,
They
Riley
need to be
is swabbed for
supervised.
DNA, which will later be compared
Like-
to the assault kit performed on the 11-year-old
Like, what the
girl.
fuck?
His
Like,
bail
I don't
was
think
set
that's
at
that's wrong.
$150,000.
Like, I would have been like,
On
alright,
August
that's a little
7th,
weird that you got
2024,
cameras in
a
your
press release
in your
from the
kids'
city of
room.
Aberdeen announced his
If they wasn't on the
resignation from
spectrum,
city
but
council
her kids
position.
on the
Though
spectrum,
the
so
case is
that
still
makes sense.
ongoing,
They need
Maya
supervision.
was able to inform Iwu that a trial is currently set to begin on March 11th.
Feel me? What if the dad is
2025.
home with the boys? Dad not paying attention.
In the early morning
Dad
hours,
not paying attention. Something pops up on a camera. She could easily call him or say something on the camera like, yo, the boys. You feel me? That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy. He's mad sick for that. I ain't gonna lie, he's sick.